Hello everyone, this is B. This is only my third video. It's been a long time. Everybody knows I'm not a professional writer. I don't even speak English perfectly. It's not my first language, so be gentle with me. But I am an expert at healing myself. The reason for my writing my books is because I grew up Christian and it just wasn't doing it for me. I was miserable and I had panic attacks and depression and lots of things. So I came to the conclusion that what you believe is important. So I kept searching and I received a revelation of our oneness with God that totally changed my life. Once I believed that I was one with God, that meant all my feelings were pure, my desires were pure. So I started trusting myself, which was huge. And that was most probably the biggest part of my deliverance or my emotional healing. But I noticed that there weren't many books in the in between, like the bridge, like when you're a Christian and then you start receiving revelations within, how to, you're still feeling guilty because what if that's against the word of God? What if that's against the Bible? What if I'm doing something wrong? What if this is demonic? Although it's feeling super good and I'm finally being set free and I'm finally experiencing joy, then the guilt. So I wrote my books as a bridge for all those that grew up in Christianity and are being set free. This second book, more than anything, talks about the inner path, the going within, the meditation, how to work with energy, and all those things that the chakras, all those things that scares all the Christians. And it did scare me at some point because what are those? Are they demonic? And what are, I explained totally in my book the relationship between the Bible and the chakras is just amazing. The letters to the seven churches in the book of Revelations is exactly the same explanation that the chakras have. So it's not demonic, and it can be very well used to achieve your emotional healing. All I want to say is that just don't be afraid to work with your energy. I believe most everybody needs to start working with the root, the very root, like from ages 0 to 7. If you did not totally believe that you were totally worthy and that you were good enough, it's going to affect the rest of your life. Working with energy is amazing and it's so easy and so simple. You don't need a guru, you don't need me, you don't need anybody. I healed myself. There's a book out there that's called The Emotion Code with magnets. And the main thing about working with energy is there's two things. First of all, it's timeless. So if you have energy in your body about at 5 years old not feeling good enough about yourself, it's still there. So as an adult, we now go and replace the lies with the truth and remove that low vibration energy, or demons we used to call them, and your life changes. But the second thing is that anything you do with energy, anything you work on your body with energy, has an effect on your emotions and your physical body. So the revelation and the change of mind has to happen. So when I work with energy, I pay very close attention to the visions and during my meditation or during my dreams. What do I need to change? Because you remove certain energy, let's say unforgiveness or anything, but then you got to change the mind. The new paths on your brain need to be formed for the new way of thinking. Because like the Christians used to say, the demon is going to be back. Well, the low energy is going to be back if you don't change the thought that you're not good enough to you're good enough. So it's just amazing. I hope everybody likes it. And I guess that's all I have to say today. And thank you for listening to my video and have an amazing weekend.